Dimah.
Hello, and welcome. Someone's listening to that. All right. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Bámbula. Remember for Revolution. I'm here with Dimah Mahmoud, my partner in Africa Week 2020, and Beto Torrens, our partner in this event.
Yes.
How's everybody doing out there?
Yes.
Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We know you're coming from all over the world. Please let us know in the comments where you're coming from. How's it going today? We're hoping you're safe, you're secure, that you are supported wherever you are.
Yes.
So Dimah, we have some announcements. Oh, Dimah's frozen. Family, we're going to start with announcements today. And one of our big announcements is our website is open. It happened. We have a website. We want you to go there, explore. Let us know what you see. Let us know if there's mistakes, because there's probably some mistakes on there. It is www.africaweek2020. You guessed it. .com. So it's www.africaweek2020.com. It is open. Dimah, are you back? Dimah might be a little bit frozen, but I'm sure she'll be back with us in just a moment. We can see her smiling face. It froze on a good. She's frozen on like a good picture here.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for returning, family. Those of you who've come to our events before, if you have, you recognize Beto, and welcome new family. Please share. Please share the videos. Please share. Hi, Dimah.
Hi.
Tulimas.
Yes.
Tulimas, you know what? This is the announcement today, right now. I literally have this laptop.
Oh no.
We got a lot of freezing stuff.
Again. Okay. Astral Healing says peace and blessings.
This computer, laptop, and this phone.
Okay, so well, it's working. We work with what we have, like you always say.
Yes.
I was just announcing our website, which is open. That's exciting. And also announcing that we are growing our team. And we'll talk about that a few times throughout the day. Us growing our team, us bringing people in. As soon as Dimah unfreezes, we'll see what she has to say. I wanted to give you guys this quote that I actually saw walking around in Portland. Oh, there's Dimah again. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi. I don't know which one I should keep in the stream.
You know what? I will just remove.
Glorious rising to all from Imani. Hello, Imani, and we'll see you later today, Imani and Black Woman. I promise you, we're so excited to have you. I'm gonna say this quote.
The one.
Oh, hi, Dimah.
Hello.
Go ahead. Oh man. So I wanted to share this quote with all of you today, which really moved me in the last couple of days, and that is, you have to act as if it were possible to radically transform the world, and you have to do it all the time. And that's from Miss Angela.
No, I'm listening to what you've announced already.
Hello, Dimah. Welcome back. What's up, Dimah? So Dimah, what's up? Good morning. All right. So today's event, Bámbula. Bámbula, remember for revolution. And what I have to say about this before Beto Torrens takes it away is this. We're in this amazingly dynamic world that's changing very quickly. And right now, a lot of us are being called, I believe all of us are being called to be who we really are, to radically change this world, to be an active and conscious part of the creation of this world. And in order to do that, there's going to be revolutions. There's going to be big revolutions that are obvious. But most importantly, there's all these revolutions that happen inside us. And that everyone has access to that. Everyone has access to making the big changes, to letting ourselves out, to connecting with whatever they perceive their source to be. And so this is the spirit of Bámbula. And this is one of the reasons we're doing this event. It has been a through line through all of our events, through all of our meetings, is this remembering who we are, is this recreating the world the way we want to see it. And so this has been a conversation between Beto and I, and Dimah and I, and all three of us, is the revolution that's happening within. And it only makes sense that we would have this event, Bámbula, Remember for Revolution.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. So hello, everybody. Welcome. Let us know where you're coming from. Please be interactive with us today. Look at our page, Africa Week 2020. It has the whole schedule on it. You can see what's going on through the day. Remember to refresh your pages between events because it'll allow the next feed to come. And Dimah, what's up? Good morning. How's it going?
Blessed rising. Very well.
Blessed rising. Is there, I announced the website and asked people to refresh their pages. Is there anything else before we let Beto take it away? Okay. And Beto, I think you
we got a frozen Dimah this morning. Well, technology is something very special, It works sometimes it doesn't. But what always works is the genuine and real human connections. So it's like, all this technology that we have today, humans have it naturally. So we tend to always look for our tribes. We were talking about that yesterday, Alexandra and myself. And if you're in tune with your own self, with if you remember who you really are, you will find those tribes. You will find your people, and that's how we all met, which is really amazing. So I gotta say that I feel super blessed to be here today. I feel super blessed to have met you, Queens, and this last month or so that we've been pretty much talking every day. It's been amazing to actually meet with family, long lost family. Is a true blessing. I know. I know Dimah wants to say some things, but before we start, I just want to say, some blessings to everybody around the world, especially, with the times we're living with the pandemic and everything else that's going on. The earth is shaking, the earth is moving, the earth is making sure we know that Mother Earth is stronger and stronger than us humans. So I gotta send some blessings and some love to the people of the southwest of Puerto Rico, who have lost everything in the open close of an eye yesterday and day before with a big storm that hit the Caribbean. And some of those folks are still dealing with the earthquakes, with the COVID, and now get the storms. So this is what this event is definitely about. It's about holding each other's hands and feeding each other food, giving each other shelter, be it in a physical sense or in a spiritual sense. So I am grateful for this opportunity to talk and to really live Bámbula, that is a concept that is very dear to us in the continent of America, for the African diasporic people in America, especially in the Caribbean, definitely in the Caribbean. So I want to say some quick blessings before we start, if you allow me. It'll be cool. So here we go. So, iba oludumare ibache, iba ya ibache, iba baba ibache, iba ori ibache, iba irumole ibache, iba orisha ibache, iba gungu ibache, iba egbe ibache, iba olowo Juan López Pausa ibache, iba olibona Héctor Calderón ibache, iba baba ifa José Rodríguez ibache, iba baba ifa Juan Fuente Caltabul ibache, iba Oluo Rafael Maya ibache, iba Oluo Rúmela Marcos Ríos ibache, iba Oluo Rúmela Filipe Armenteros ibache, iba todos los maestros, maestras y maestres que he tenido en mi vida y en mi camino con IFA, con los orishas ibache. So I want to give thanks. I want to first give thanks to Oludumare, to the Creator, to IFA, for bringing us together this day. We ask for forgiveness for all wrongdoings we have done in the past, all wrongdoings that we're doing in the present, all wrongdoings that we will do in the future. It's not on purpose. It's just we're humans and we're meant to be imperfect, but we're always trying to leave the world a better place, and that's what we're doing with Bámbula. Please ward off all ward off sickness, ward off death, loss, all negative thinking, negative thoughts, all negativity, ward it off from our lives, and instead bring us a long life full of love, musicality, unity, and all the goodness of life. That's what we ask for today, especially in this day, today and tomorrow. Please bless us so we can reach out and actually build some strong bridges between our people throughout the world. Ashe, Aboru, Aboye, Boshishi. That's all I wanted to say. It's a blessing.
Bless it. Thank you.
I think it's important to know that even though I'm doing a blessing in my practice, I'm blessing all practices throughout the world. So yeah, Bámbula. What the hell is Bámbula? Yeah, Bámbula definitely refers to a big drum, the big drum tradition in the Caribbean. And in Central and South America, as a matter of fact. And what Bámbula is, as a concept, Bámbula is not music, it's not dance, it's not any of that. It's all of that wrapped into one. So Bámbula is an actual lifestyle, and what it is a term that we acquired from our African ancestors from the Congo Kingdom during the transatlantic slave trade. And what it is, Bámbula pretty much is to remember. So to remember is to connect, and to connect is to create. So Bámbula creates communities, creates support for people in times of need. Bámbula is revolution. Bámbula is to resist. So it's all of that wrapped into one thing. And that's definitely what we want to convey and what we want to achieve through our movement and through Dimah's dream of Africa Week and Sister Alexandra's effort in making our voices heard as African people throughout the world. I've been sharing a lot of different Bámbula styles from around the world in our Facebook page, Africa Week 2020. It's really interesting when you see these videos because we're talking about the whole spectrum of the Caribbean, Central and South America. And if you look at the videos, they all look the same. The only difference in these videos is pretty much language. But the language of this drum is exactly the same language. So that definitely tells us that Bámbula is a unifying force.
I love it.
Yes. It's a unifying force that, like I said before, creates communities. And when we create communities, we create a sort of a support group between each other. So when you're down, you come to Bámbula and you get up. When you're up, you come to Bámbula and help others come up. When you're in need, when you have plenty, you have to come to Bámbula and share, because it's all about creating a universe or round universe where we all can accept our differences and look our similarities at the same time. And I think that's a really, really beautiful thing. If you look at your screen right now, you'll see all kinds of different melanin vibes. So we come in all colors and shapes. And that doesn't mean you're less African or more African. We all have it in our DNA. We all have it in our culture, and we are all struggling to get our real history being told. So that's why we are doing this. During the first event of Africa Week, I was blessed to be invited to be a part of it, and I really got into it.
True.
You had to see my face every day. It was to me, it was really a dream come true, because I have always had that vision about unity of African people throughout the world, and telling my story as a Caribbean man, specifically a Puerto Rican man. It was amazing to see the parallels for example, in Dimah's life, in Dimah's reality from Sudan. It was amazing to learn that. So we learned that we are definitely the same and going through the same struggles. And with this tool that we call Bámbula, we are able to uplift ourselves and really shine light to each other's ori or each other's heads. So I'm grateful again. I want to welcome all brothers and sisters from around the world. Bienvenidos todos los hispanoparlantes, los hermanos, hermanas, boricuas, Cuba, Dominicana, Venezuela, Panamá, Colombia, Belice, all of the Spanish-speaking Caribbean, all the French-speaking Caribbean, all the Dutch-speaking Caribbean. That's our only division. But the reality is our souls are united through Bámbula. So that's my little opening remark. if you let me, I'll just keep going. I'll be 8:30 and 9. I'll keep talking. So,
Beto all day. And look, somebody just said, thank you for your participation, Beto. You are something else. The best for you guys and our Mother Earth. Thank you, Beto, for that blessing and for those remarks and helping us understand Bámbula. And I also want to acknowledge that today is an Eid. Dimah? She's from. I just wanted to acknowledge that today is an Eid. I think somebody said specifically. Here we go. Eid Mubarak from Mama Africa from Cairo. Hello. Thank you, Mama Noon's mothership. I like that. I like that name. So I just want to acknowledge that because we have people joining us from all over. Muslim practicing countries. Dimah, are you with us now?
I think Dimah.
Oh my gosh, it's Dimah's mom. That's Dimah's mom. Yes, hello. And I wanted to point out something. Borinquen está presente. Yes. I wanted to point out something that Beto said that is in the spirit of Bámbula. And that is understanding that there are the differences that we have, but also being able to find unity. And that's something that we explore here at Africa Week quite a bit because, look, you all are coming from all the different countries. Put which countries you're saying right now in the comments. We're coming from all over the continent of Africa. Now we have, thanks to Beto, really, we have a whole bunch of the Caribbean and now some of Latin America and some of Central America, South America, and Europe and the United States. And we all are practicing different cultures and religions and have, how we perceive the world is so different. And in order for us to create a family that works together, that supports each other, that builds each other up, that can create advancement for our people and healing for our people and create bridges with good foundations, we have to be able to be who we are, express ourselves, and also be able to, at the very least, tolerate each other, if not really be able to sit at the same table and, like Beto said, feed each other. Yes. That's a lot of what we want to know. Like, how do we, what we are learning with you and co-creating with you, how do we do that? How do we be so different and recognize that we are the same people, that we are family in some sort of way, and create a better life for all of us?
Well, I think that is part of being human, you know. I look at my immediate family, my father, my mother, my sister, and my brother, and we are definitely all different. We're definitely all different. We walk different paths. We have different lifestyles, yet we are definitely family. So that's how we do it. I think, for many years, I've always been looking definitely at similarities between us, between people from the world. And it was during Africa Week. I don't remember who it was, but one of the brothers talked about also accepting and looking at the differences to enrich ourselves. And that touched, what do you call it? That touched a nerve in my body that activated liquids and energies in my physical body. And it completely changed, or maybe not changed, but added to my search. And now I'm starting to look at those differences as really beautiful things that actually make it better, because it would be really boring if we we're all actually the same. You know what I mean? We all are one. We're all part of one thing, and that concept is true. Uh, but it's because of those differences that we all come together and make one thing. Um, I always talk about, if I says I should do, I should de, which means one hand washes the other one, and both they wash the face. So, that pretty much what it means is that knowledge and understanding is spread. Nobody has it all on their pocket. We all have different parts. It's like atoms and molecules. Um, so when you add all those parts together, we have the thing. We have the one thing. So I think that's how we achieve that.
Yeah.
We achieve unity through understanding diversity and understanding and accepting each other's differences. Um, that's what makes us special as human beings and as spiritual beings too.
Yeah. Yeah. I I I find myself more and more as I find within myself that journey. Okay, so what you're talking about, I feel like that journey is happening within me as well. Like just
Yes.
personally, is the more I discover about myself in whatever way I'm discovering myself. It could be just like the thoughts and behaviors that I have, but also spiritually, is that there are things about myself that I'm like, okay, well, I always say this, I take all of me with me. Wherever I go, I take all of me with me. And this is true for all of us, right? And the more I discover, I love the things I'm discovering, but there are some things that I'm like, oh, okay, I do this or I am this. And and sometimes there are those things that make it a little more challenging to sort of face the day when I'm discovering them about myself. And it just, it's like this thing like, okay, I have to work with this. And I was thinking about this the other day. I was having sort of a rough day, and it was like a revolution to get out of my bed that day. It really was. It was just like this, how do I pull myself out of this? How do I integrate this? How am I going to do this in the world and be who I want to be and create what I want to create? And it took everything within me to just be like, wow, like I'm up, we're doing this, we're going, it's all happening together. And by the end of that day, I remember thinking, because also we were creating this event, right? I was thinking like, wow, this is the practice within me
Mm.
that I want to help others, and I want to practice for myself, but I want to help others with doing it for themselves and also with the people around us. So I guess my simple point is it starts inside.
Yes,
think
it does.
it's important to see that also the link of a phrase like the struggle is real. You don't say a phrase like that without recognizing how real that struggle is within you first. If you're not connecting with that struggle,
right.
whatever that struggle is, you
Yes.
can't you can't formulate that phrase. You can't in good conscience, in being present, saying that struggle is real.
Mm.
That revolution is absolutely, whichever the revolution is within, because we embody it as we go forward. It was something we've seen throughout. Personally, I've seen it throughout the Sudan Revolution with the hashtag I am the Sudan Revolution, as you can see here on my band. I don't know. I don't have all the cameras on, so I'm not sure.
Always
But
representing.
every single morning we wake up and we say, I am the Sudan Revolution, and it absolutely continues. It absolutely keeps going, because it absolutely reminds us why we get out of bed, like Alexandra was saying, and struggling to go to, why we rise, why we look ourselves in the mirror and say, right, what are we doing to honor this revolution within, to honor the struggle that is real, to honor what we need to be honoring to keep coming together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, the Bámbula spirit. It is a revolutionary spirit. It is about rising. It's about waking up. That's what it actually does. So it's right up our alley. It's exactly what we're talking about and what we're searching. So for people to really understand, Bámbula as a unifying African, Afro-American form, or tradition. It has different names throughout the diaspora. So here in Puerto Rico, we call it bomba, right? In Guadeloupe, they call it guoca. In Martinique, they call it belé. In Suriname, they call it cauina. In Belize, they call it garifuna. In Brazil, they call it jongo. Bullerengue in Colombia. San Millán in Venezuela. Bula, or Bámbula, or big drum tradition in Grenada, U.S. Virgin Islands, and the Windward Islands. So, they even call it bomba in Ecuador. It's named bomba, just like that. That I just learned that yesterday. Look at my face, so excited.
You were so excited.
Yeah, because I knew about punta from Honduras. I knew about that, but I didn't know about Ecuador. And when I found the Ecuador Bámbula is called bomba, it just blew my brain out. It was like, wow, this is something else. Obviously, we have to give it up big time to Haiti. Haiti is, the hero nation of the Caribbean. We owe Haiti a lot. Africa owes Haiti a lot too, because they were the first free nation in America after the United States of America, but definitely the first black nation, free black nation in America. And because of what Toussaint Louverture and his generals and warriors achieved, we are able to enjoy this Bámbula and the freedom that it brings to our souls. Because even though it's 2020 here in Puerto Rico, we are still a colony. We have always been a colony, and that is a rough thing to accept. It's a rough thing to actually imagine. In the 21st century, still being a colony. But Bámbula gives us freedom. When we're in the Batey, when we're in that sacred spot, we are free. And definitely, Bámbula was in the forefront of our revolution of 2019. And our revolution, this revolution that we are all taking part of, is special because it's a cultural and educational revolution. So the power of the drum definitely is carrying the torch of this revolution because it's the heartbeat. It's the heartbeat. And the drum, what it does, it makes your blood flow. It makes your heart pump. It makes your soul dance. It makes your brain work. It makes your mouth put words out. So yes, Bámbula is definitely a strong concept that is very dear to us and that we have to keep building those bridges, and that's definitely what Africa Week has been and is constantly doing through these events that the sisters have put together, and now I'm blessed to be invited to be part of.
We're
Yeah.
so glad to have you. You've brought so much light and joy, and you've opened up, especially for this event, Beto, you opened up this door to all of your family and friends, and there's so many people here today and tomorrow that are bringing value and bringing their medicine to Africa Week 2020. So I really appreciate that. And that was something Dimah and I wanted. After the May event, we realized we wanted to reach into the Caribbean and also Latin America and South America. And we wanted to make sure we had that bridge. So thank you for being a big part of that sort of initiative of Africa Week 2020. And I also want to acknowledge that, Dimah and I do Africa Week 2020 together, but this is Dimah Mahmoud's baby.
Yes.
This Africa Week 2020 came out of Dimah. This is her idea. For those of you who remember when this started in May, 2 months ago, it feels like it's been a long time ago, but only 2 months ago. I was about to say last year, but it's actually 2 months ago. If anybody got a chance to read that original initiative that she wrote, it's floating around. You might be able to find it. The mission and the initiative, what Africa Week 2020, it literally is this like wave of it's revolutionary in itself. I would love to find a way to repost it. It might even be in the about section of our Africa Week 2020 page, but every time I passed it around somebody to bring them in. It is? Okay.
Good.
All right. We might not have updated it yet, so it's still in there. Every time I passed that around, it was like people's souls were ignited. So I do want to acknowledge that this, this is a creation sparked from Dimah Mahmoud, the queen herself, right here.
Yes, indeed.
Just I don't know if the audio is coming through clearly. I know I'm receiving it a bit jumpy because I'm no longer on my laptop or computer. I've transitioned to my phone, so it might be a bit jumpy, so please bear with me. But I just do want to emphasize and just amplify what Alexandra was saying about Beto joining and opening the door wide open to bring in the rest of the family who we simply don't have that connection with. And it's not out of lack of interest. It's not out of lack of anything, but simply being victims of this conditioning of us being separate, right?
Yes.
And in believing these separations, we sort of got into our hamster wheels and zero into what's happening. Like the work you're doing is every time, free time, you were breathing life into the cord that connects us all. You are breathing life into the cord that Mama Africa has to each and every one of us. Whether we are continental Africans or diasporan Africans or continental diasporans, this is what Africa Week is all about. That was always at the heart of why we started Africa 20. That was, for me personally, I was trying to be on the continent. I wanted to be in my village, and this was the only way I felt I could do something. And then I realized, the whole world is our village. Our people are everywhere because we are everything. Individually, we are everything. Right?
Yes.
So please, family, tuning in and watching and listening in from everywhere. When we ask you to tell us in the comments where you are from, it's just because we're curious or, we want to live vicariously through you, whether you're on an island somewhere basking in some sun or something. is because we are trying in every event, in every panel, in every workshop we are trying to do, we're trying to have these panels balanced and as representative as possible. So we're going to have a storytelling panel. We want to know what storytelling looks like in on the Horn, in Africa, in West Africa, the Caribbean, in with the diasporans in Australia, in Japan, in China. You know, we are everywhere. So if you tell us someone's plugging in from Sweden and we're trying to connect to something, then we know, oh, by the way, someone said something that they're tuning in from Sweden. We can come out and reach to you because this is all we're trying to do. Come together. Ubuntu, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned Australia. You know, a couple of days ago, I learned that the Aboriginal people from Australia, who are some of the oldest living humans, you know, some of the oldest original humans that come from Earth, until 1970 something, they were not even considered humans in Australia. They were considered part of the fauna and flora of Australia, and that is just like, you know, it's crazy to me. That was, you know, 1976. I was 5. I was alive. You know. So yeah, all it's a you know, the struggle of people of melanin is the same struggle throughout the world. And yes, we definitely have to unite ourselves to make ourselves stronger, and you know, bring a new story, bring a new story to the table. The achievement of Black people throughout the world is you know, it's amazing, and it has been hidden for decades and decades and decades. A lot of it has to do because we tend to utilize something that is the oral tradition, and a lot of it wasn't written because maybe you wanted to keep it safe with the oral tradition, not have it written, but also because most of the times the people who wrote the stories were the people who won the battles and won the wars, and that wasn't always us. So yeah, that panel on storytelling is going to be quite interesting. I know we have Sheik, right? One of the griots from Mali, Mandes from Mali.
Yes.
That is very, very beautiful. I'm super stoked and happy to looking forward to what he has to say, because I know Mandes from Mali arrived the Caribbean shores as well, and that griot tradition is alive in the Caribbean in different ways. So I think at around, you know, 12, around noon here in Eastern time, we'll have Adriana Santoni with Plena Combativa, and we will link Plena to that griot tradition because it is storytelling. That's going to be really beautiful. So I think what we have for you today is going to be pretty complete, and we're bringing I'm happy about this time around is that we have more participation of the Caribbean and Central and South America, who that are places where a lot of people don't consider that are African African places. Like people think Peru, they don't think about black people, about blacks or African people in Peru. Where yes, there are black people in Peru. There are Africans in Peru. As a matter of fact, the box drum that is played in Spain is not a Spanish drum; it's an Afro-Peruvian drum. It's not the other way around. Colombia has their African people. Panama, everywhere. Yes.
Beto, we are so excited for all of this amazing the depth. Dimah and I call Beto the oasis of wisdom because the depth of things that he knows, especially when it comes to the creativity, the history. Beto's a historian as well as a musician. And so we're excited to hear everything that you have to share for today. You are so fascinating, and thank you for sharing this with us and making these links for us. But now we have a very special celebration that's about to happen. And Dimah, are you with us? She might be a little bit frozen. Today we are celebrating a birthday. Dimah.
I am here. I am hearing you. It's a bit choppy.
Okay. Whose birthday are we celebrating? There's a lot of people. Actually, we found out that this is a day where yes.
We have several birthdays today.
We have several birthdays today and tomorrow. And we want to say that our youngest member of Africa Week 2020, Aquila, her birthday is today.
How old is Aquila?
I think, if you're here, let us know. Ronel, if you're... I hear Dimah.
Yeah, it's Ibelice's birthday. Ibelice Diaz's birthday as well, right?
Ibelice's birthday is tomorrow. How old is Aquila turning, Dimah? If you were at our Africa Week inaugural event in the summer, if you're at our inaugural week in the summer, you will have seen, and you can come to our website and see in the archives as soon as the video goes up in the next month or so here. And that is Ronel and Aquila doing a story time, a mother-daughter story time. So Aquila did a presentation with us at Africa Week. She is a family member by presentation, by doing this presentation. And so we wanted to celebrate that. And we'll just wait another minute and see if Dimah can get on here, because she might want to say something else about Aquila. In the meantime, I'll read this. I'm from Aguadilla. I know I've played music with Beto, Bomba, Funk, and Isabella in Puerto Rico. The man is very knowledgeable. Thanks for the experience. Hey, I know Isabella. I've been there. I spent time there. That's where I met Beto 12 years ago. We figured that out on our reunion this year. Welcome, Joey Gutierrez III.
Wow! Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I think we're gonna jump into happy birthday for our friend Aquila, and also our new family member Yubá. What's Yubá's last name?
What's that? Ibelice Diaz.
Yubá Diaz will be joining us. Maybe as a participant today. We'll see her come through. She's come to other stuff we've done, and she will be presenting tomorrow. She'll be talking about Bomba, and she'll also be, I believe she's going to be talking about singing and sharing in that way as well. Remember, this event is today. Bámbula is today, but we also have an event tomorrow. Sing, speak, stay, communicating resilience. So there's going to be more singing, but for now, we'll start with happy birthday. Are you ready? Everybody watching, say happy birthday in the comments. Happy birthday in whatever language you have it. Ready? Here comes Dimah. I see you coming into the room. We can wait. We can wait. Come on. Can we do it? All right. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aquila and Yubá. I heard her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Oh.
Feliz, feliz en tu día, amiguita, que Dios te bendiga, que reine la paz en tu día y que cumpla mucho más.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, friends. We're so happy you're here. Don't forget, in between events, refresh your page. Guess what? We're also streaming on YouTube. We got it together. We know how to stream on YouTube, and those links are posted just about. You'll see those links posted in all sorts of places on the page. All right, should we start? Bámbula, remember for revolution?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. We'll see you in a few minutes here. Bye-bye, everybody.